What's going on, everyone? So it finished Manchester United 4, Istanbul Basaksehir 1. I predicted 3-1, so I was only one goal out on my prediction. So great result tonight. I'm not getting carried away because we've done this before in the past. The PSG result, also the Leipzig, and then we throw it away in the next league game. So I am happy with the result tonight. First half I thought was phenomenal. How we were moving the ball about, one touch passing, flicks, everything was coming off. Rashford even had a goal denied. So we could have had 5-1. So Donny was superb tonight. Cavani was superb tonight for me. Tellez offered a lot down the left. And just overall, I'm happy with most of the team. It's unfortunate we didn't get a clean sheet. I do think De Gea should have saved the free kick. It was a good free kick, but I do think that he should have saved that. But overall, do you know what? It is a great result, but this means nothing if we don't carry this into the league, which we haven't done yet. So, good result, last few results for us. Southampton do worry me though. I'm going to say it right now, 100%. I'll be happy and content 100% if we come away in that game with a draw, let alone if we win it, because the way Southampton play and how they're set up and how their manager has got them playing, they're a threat. They really are a very good team. They all know what they're doing in that team, and they're my dark horse team for the league this year, Southampton. So I'm worried about that game. If we play like we did tonight, especially in the first half, it's going to be a very good game and it's going to be close. But if we play like we did against West Brom, they're going to cause us a lot more problems than West Brom caused us and probably beat us. So we got to take this momentum in. I'm tired of saying this though, because I say it on it seems like every Champions League game I say this, and then we can't take it into the Premiership games. So I'm happy with the result, as I said, but I'm not going to get carried away and start having a celebration, because there's no point in us doing this in the Champions League and then when he makes changes, it doesn't work. Now, Donny van der Beek has to start this game against Southampton now. But I'm not 100% convinced that Ollie will do that. Surely tonight has proved Donny has to start in that game. But I thought that in the past, when he's played less minutes, when he's even come on near the end and Ollie doesn't pick him. But surely after that performance tonight, it's going to be a different story against Southampton. So I hope to God he starts. Just quality tonight. And he can be even better as well. That's the thing. Bruno tonight, again, just... if it weren't for him, I'd hate to think where we would be. Now, they say no player is bigger than the team, but in this case, a lot of the time he's proven that you can go against that saying. So let me get into the player ratings. David De Gea tonight for me, originally I was going to give him a 7, and then they scored that free kick and it bumped his rating down quite a bit for me. So I'm going to give him a 4, which is just below average. People might say it's a bit harsh, but you have to save that free kick for me. Yes, it was a good free kick, but he has to react quicker to that to me. He's capable of saving that, and if I didn't think he was at that level to save it, I would say that he can't do anything about it, but I know that he can. So for me, it bumped him down a lot. Unfortunate for him, 4 out of 10 for me because of that free kick. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, nothing going forward again. Defensively, didn't have too many problems tonight, but didn't stand out like he did when he was on top form before. Do you know what I mean? He had a period where he was arguably the best right back in the league and in Europe, and we haven't seen that side of him for a while. But I'll give him above average tonight. 7 out of 10 for me. Lindelof, 8 out of 10. Franzebi come on second half from half time, but Lindelof for me, I thought he was better than Maguire tonight, and that over the top ball for Rashford, quality, and we need to see that more from him. I mean, it wasn't magnificent defensively, but I don't think that they caused him too many problems. I think Barr caused Maguire more problems than Lindelof, and so for that reason, I thought Lindelof had a good game for the minutes he was on, even though he didn't play the full 90. Maguire, I thought he looked a bit dodgy at times. Again, set pieces where he should have won headers, he didn't win them, and that's frustrating to me. playing out from the back. He nearly got caught at one point where he was basically holding someone off with his arm, but they nearly got the ball off him. He holds on to the ball too long when he's trying to play it out, and that's hard enough when one of your so-called leaders should be, when they're doing that, but let alone when your captain is doing it, because he should be the number one guy. You expect that stuff, that shouldn't be happening, and it's happening way too often with him. So average performance for him tonight for me, 5 out of 10 for Maguire. Tellez I thought was excellent, whipping in balls down the left, energy, back and forth. Defensively he was alright as well. I think wait and see if he's going to be more defensive capabilities than Shaw, because I think Shaw is better defender. But Tellez could probably, it's going to be interesting to see how that works out, because going forward Tellez is definitely better than Shaw. It's just on the defensive end we're going to see what the differences are. But I thought tonight he didn't really have a lot of problems, so I thought he had a really good game. Best game I've probably seen him have. 8 out of 10 for me. Fred, I thought, was a little bit shaky in the middle. He was losing balls, getting muscled off the ball. He was getting beat too often for me, too easily as well. Just outside of the box, like it happened a few times. And it's just reactions and that. I didn't think he had the greatest game, but just above average. I'll give him a 6. Donny van der Beek, 8 out of 10. The one-touch movements that the certain players were doing, and he was heavily involved in that, was telling players at times like where to be, like the leadership side of it. Like it was a little bit like a Bruno effect, like Bruno Fernandes does that, and Donny van der Beek done that as well, which is good to see because we need more leaders in the team. Maguire's not offering it, and he should be. I think we should be looking at David De Gea to be offering that, and at times he does, but not every game. And I think if Van der Beek can offer that as well as Bruno, it's going to help. So, but Ollie's got to pick him. This is the thing. He's got to start him more. He deserves to be playing. So, 8 out of 10 for Donny tonight for me. Very great, very, very good game for me. Bruno Fernandes, that goal he scored, the volley from the set piece from Tellez to the left corner, outside of the box, caught it. I think it was a half volley, but the technique you have to do to pull that off and keep it under the crossbar and get power on it as well. Not many players can do that, and he pulled it off. And also, let's not forget, he could have had a hat-trick tonight, and he gave the penalty that they won, that Rashford won. He gave the penalty so Rashford could take it. Bearing in mind, he had the ball in his hand, ready to take the penalty, and then he swapped and let Rashford take it. So I think that was good. Like, he could have easily had a hat-trick, but he passed it, let Rashford get a little bit more confidence in him, and that was good to see as well, man. But Bruno, again, just proving his quality, man. 9 out of 10 for me for Bruno. Martial, 7 out of 10. I thought he was a bit frustrated again. I feel like I say this most games about Martial. He plays his socks off, but he looks frustrated a lot of the time. He got subbed. He looked peed off. And I don't think he got the ball at times tonight when he should have got the ball. And that's not his fault. That's other players. So I can understand it. Probably a bit annoyed that he didn't get a goal. But it's going to come. If he keeps playing like that, it's going to come. But he's got to be patient. And to be fair, like I said, it wasn't his fault. It was more the players around him that weren't giving the right passes at the right times. So he could have easily had a goal tonight, but bit of a frustrating one. But 7 out of 10 for Martial is not bad. Cavani, I thought, was superb tonight. I've been asking for him to start for a long time. His tracking back, phenomenal. The one touches in that, he was chesting it off, like, kept dummying it through the legs, keeping the momentum going, causing the defenders problems, not knowing if he's going to take a touch and stuff, and then causing little flicks, holding it up at times. He was everywhere. I thought he was superb tonight. Unfortunately, he didn't get his goal. He definitely deserved one. And if it weren't for Bruno, I probably would have given man of the match. You could argue that Donny could have got it, but I thought Cavani was pivotal in what we did tonight. So 8 out of 10 for Cavani. Rashford, 7 out of 10. I thought he had the goal disallowed, obviously. He scored the penalty. Had moments in play with the one-touch movements we were doing, the quick ball movement. Looked effective. And then at times he had them moments where he's keeping the ball too long and he's doing stuff he shouldn't be doing. So, bit hit and miss with him. You don't know what to expect at times for him, but not the worst game I've seen him have. 7 out of 10 for me. And then the subs, we had Tuanzebe, Greenwood, Dan James, Williams and Matic. I thought Tuanzebe come on, did a job. wasn't great, but I thought he was okay. I thought he was better than Maguire. And 7 out of 10. Greenwood, 7 out of 10, got the assist for Dan James right near the end. There was a point in the game where he took a shot, cut in on the left, took a shot, Greenwood, when he probably should have passed it to Cavani. And I think it was either Rashford or Martial was the other one, and they were having a go at him. But he's young, and I've been worrying about where his head has been at. But I thought he'd come on and he had a good performance. He does need to work on passing it a bit more when he's shooting, but sometimes he pulls it off, and we're all praising him. So it's difficult with him to see how we criticise him. We don't want to criticise him too much and kill his confidence as well. So I thought he was effective, 7 out of 10. Dan James, I'll give him an average, even though he got a goal, because other than the goal, I don't think he really did too much. 5 out of 10. Williams, 5 out of 10. Didn't have to do too much, didn't stand out, but did a job. 5 out of 10, average performance. Matic, average for me. He was giving away passes that he'd usually make. He was involved, I think it was either the second from last goal or the last goal. I think it was the last. He started the movement off of the because I actually missed the last goal, but I heard it on commentary. I think he started that movement off. So there was about 4 or 5 passes that led to I think it was the Dan James goal, and Matic was the one that started it off. So I see him give away more passes than I see him make. So for me, average performance, 5 out of 10. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer tonight, I give an 8, which I'm pleased to give. I thought his substitutions, he done it at a time that I've been waiting for ages, at the hour mark. And that's one of the earliest we've seen him make subs. So whether or not you could argue whether all of the subs made sense and that's a different thing. But in terms of the times he made the substitutions, I thought that's what we need to see more from Ollie, because at most of the time we've seen him before, he leaves it for like the last 2 or 3 minutes, then he makes a change. And it doesn't make any sense because it's too late to make a change at that point. So give him ratings. I've got to give him praise for that tonight. That's it. Man of the match for me was Bruno Fernandes again. But I would like to really point out Cavani tonight. Not a lot of people were talking about it, but Cavani for me tonight was superb. Might not be able to play every game because of his age and injury record and stuff, but as much as we can play him, we need to play him, in my opinion. Same as Donny. But obviously Donny's got age on his side. So great performance tonight. I think the first half we was definitely a lot better than the second. We let them into the game more in the second, and obviously we rested players, brung other players on. So you could argue that they was probably always going to get a goal, but I still think the goal they scored we could have prevented. And that goes from the foul, not just De Gea, I think should have saved it, but that's leading up to the goal with a foul as well. So good performance, but this means nothing if we can't get a result from the Southampton game. So they need to now take this into that. So, but Ollie's got a lot to play in that as well with the players he picks. Donny van de Beek for me, and I'd go with Cavani again. I really would. So good performance, but I'm not getting carried away, and neither should you lot, because we've been here before. So looking forward to the Southampton game. If we play like we did in the first half especially, it's going to be a very good game. But if we play like we did against West Brom, we're going to be lucky to get a point. So leave me your thoughts in the comments, guys, your player ratings, what you thought of the game as well. When we be back for the Southampton game.